I today want to talk about failure, and I want to talk about failure in all its forms. Funny enough, this is on brand because this is like the third or fourth video I've done of this, and I think we should brand failure different. I think we should call failure something else. I have written 25 plus books, been writing for 10 years. Also, funny enough, I've been teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 13 years and competing, writing, putting out books, both indie and traditional published. One thing that failure has taught me is that you learn your biggest lessons after a big defeat. And I wish more people took more chances and more risks. This book, which I'll talk about in a minute, is my worst selling book of all time. Released this probably 6 months before the pandemic. And to this day, I think I've sold hundreds of copies, if that. And normally I sell thousands, tens of thousands of books. But this, for whatever reason, well, I have a few inklings, which I'll talk about today, just didn't move the needle. And the more that I think about it, the more that if this book didn't happen, then the rest of my career wouldn't have taken off. And if I'd given up after this book, I wouldn't be here today. This book is a fantasy sci-fi mashup think of Avatar: The Last Airbender, but in space. And I actually, now that I'm remembering, there's always like an idea that I have that sparks a book idea. I watched the second Thor movie, the movie with Jeff Goldblum, whatever Thor movie that was, where Jeff Goldblum was the antagonist, and there was the Hulk, but also there was a woman who was a Valkyrie, and she drank a lot and she was pretty badass. And I saw that woman, and also that character, sorry, and I was like, I'd love to do a story about a woman with that sort of archetype, who drinks a lot, who knows how to fight, who's like a badass, but not annoying. Sometimes writers, male writers predominantly, when they try and write a kick-ass woman who is, think of like Lara Croft or the main character from Alien, the original, they try and take her femininity away and just almost make the character, the female character, a man, but in a woman's body. And sometimes that works, but 9 out of 10 times it doesn't. My opinion and perspective anyway, it doesn't. It just makes an annoying character that women can't relate to and men find annoying. And I had this idea of Aurora Star, who was this badass female lead, who also had a soft side and was feminine at certain points and could cry and and I wrote this book, 3 books, and I released them, and crickets, less than crickets, sounded, and it just didn't do well. Few things. One, I wrote a mashup. Normally, fantasy readers want fantasy, i.e. dragons, magical shit, and sci-fi readers want stuff in space exploration, either hard fantasy, hard sci-fi, i.e. anywhere, or things that go pew 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 and explode in space. They very rarely want a mashup of the two, which is this. And to find readers and fans of the two is a niche upon a niche upon niching down. And I think I niched down too much. So this is, I'll call this Avatar: The Last Airbender, but in space with a female lead. And the main character is Aurora Star. She is a bounty hunter, and she is looking for her sister, who is also has a bounty on her head. Yeah, it's just her and her sister are called Second Gen. They are the next evolution to mankind, and they can use elemental magic, so elemental forces, fire, water, earth, and I love writing this book. I love this story. This is one of my hidden gems. If you're a fan of mine and have not read this, this is one of my hidden gems. But like I said, there's a few things that in hindsight I should have known wasn't going to be a bestseller of this book. It's one, my main core audience at the time were mainly males, and males are very weird creatures. We are very weird creatures. If we see a woman on a book or a game or something, we shy away from it, because in our monkey mind and our reptilian brain, we think, it's not for us. It's romancy, it's girly, so yeah, maybe that's one of the reasons this didn't do well. Also, this, if you're a female reader and you see this cover, it's kind of like YA, and YA with female leads and covers that look like this tend to have romance, tend to have a happy ending. This didn't. I also killed off some people I shouldn't have in the book 2, I think, which I think annoyed a few people. So yeah, I did everything wrong in this and all the tropes, but I still think this is a unique and good story. Well, like I said, at the time, it was crushing. It was crushing. I thought this was going to be like a bestseller, and it didn't, and it just flopped. But I'm happy it did, because I've got this story to tell of failure and keep on pushing through. And like I said to you, this, I kept on pushing through, and I wouldn't have, if I didn't keep on pushing through, I wouldn't have written Junkyard Dogs, and I wouldn't have written Destroyer of Gods. I wouldn't have written the next book that I'm thinking of writing next in 2026. So yeah, failure. We should all strive to fail more. The more you fail, the more times you fail, the quicker you will get to your goal. And think again, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has taught me, the more times I compete and I fail and I get submitted, it shows where my weaknesses are, and I just improve those weaknesses and again do something new or seek out the answers that I'm missing, and makes me a better person. And this book made me a better writer. And this book actually taught me how to write female characters, which I was very nervous at. But again, I took a stab at it, and I think I did okay. So yeah, if you're scared of failing anything, I understand why. Nowadays, we've got social media, and everyone's failure seems to be magnified, because your friends, your family, school friends from 20 years plus you've not even spoken to are all on your social media. And when they see you fail, part of them cheer for your downfall. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Just think of yourself as the main character to an amazing show where you keep on failing. Actually, you know what? Change that. Think about failure like Takeshi's Castle. If you've never watched Takeshi's Castle, it is this magical game show where you're never going to win, but failure is fun and it's hilarious and you might get hurt, but it's a game, and I should view failure, everyone should view failure as a game. Just view it as a game. See how many times you can fail in 2026. The more times you do, I guarantee you out of that, you will be a different person. But yeah, if you've not read this, I highly recommend it. 3 books, ebook, paperback, in KU, Kindle Unlimited. And also, this is in multiple countries. So this is in French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Dutch, and something else. But if you are from a European country or Spanish speaking country, then these books are translated into your language as well. So give it a look. Anyway, that's it for me. Yeah, how are you going to feel this year? 2026, how are you going to feel? Let me know, write in the comments. Always like and subscribe. Big kiss. Mwah. Until next time, we out.
Me and the devil walking side by side.